Alright, so this is the actual motor I have. Hello, YouTube. I have a heavy duty, I think this motor came off of a golf cart. I'm not sure. But anyway, I started making up a plate for this because this has no front plate. A little tight on the stuff here. But anyway, if you look at this, this has no front plate on it. This is made to go in like a golf cart or something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another, I think a 36, 48 volt, whatever motor this is. I'm going to build another mower or something else. But what I need to do first is make a plate for this. So I actually started doing that on my mill here. Um, and what happened is I figured, you know what, let me stop. Not that it's a big deal, but there's my bolt hole pattern, if you can see that. Now, I'm sure everybody knows how to do the bolt hole patterns and everything else. But anyway, I'm not even sure if you can see yeah, it's very hard to see. I can think the display is just very tight, but there is a circle around there, as you can see it. It's just 4 bolts, that's all it is. But anyway, this is the bolt hole pattern for this one. So let me take you guys along, move this around here. I have very cheap equipment, so bear with me here. Let's see how I can try to zoom this in a little bit. A little bit higher here. There we go. All right. Is that stable? All right. So anyway, let's pull this back a little bit. This is my Wells Index mill. I had to move the uh, the jaw, if you want to call it, to the front because this plate I think is you know, I don't know what size this plate is, to be honest with you. I thought it was a 6-inch plate. It might be 6 inches. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. Um, but so anyway, so as I started, as you can see up there, this is the first hole. And I'm going to go around and do the other holes. A little noisy. Drill bit. All right. Let's grab a drill bit. I got tons of them in here. Grab one of these guys. Okay. Shut this door. All right, let's bring this down a little more. Up a little too high. All right. So I started making a center hole, and then I started going around. But I figured, you know what? Let me throw the video camera on. It's been a few weeks. I've been out of it for a little bit. Had surgery, so but getting back into it with had my hip replaced, and I want to build another electric mower. The guy down the street's giving me a mower for free. He doesn't want it. It's got a gas engine, which probably works fine, but I'm not into gas anymore, so I want to make it electric. All right, stay tuned. A little bit of noise here. Let's see. Let's go to the, actually, shut this one off. Actually, let me, okay, that's one. Lower my table here a little bit. Get my drill bit out. I didn't realize how long this drill bit was. All right, go back to my center drill. Let's see if we can move that up there. Not even sure if you're going to be able to see that or not. All right, let's try to go for, so, I'm pretty sure after, well, I forget. I'm pretty sure it's just enter. No. Okay, I guess it's the next one. Yeah, there it goes. All right, so it's going to bring me up to the top. Wrong way. Well, actually, it's a little reversed. It's the top there, but it's the bottom, or it's closest to me here. Oh, went up a little bit more. Damn, I hate when I do that. Come on, there we go. And that's going to move anyway as soon as I go the other way. Yeah, but I went the right way. Something doesn't seem right. Ah, there it goes. Okay. All right, let's do this thing manually now. Yeah, I do have to adjust the backlash in this thing. It's bad. I'm being lazy with it. I keep watching Keith Rucker's video and don't want to make it worse, but it's bad. That's good. All right. And there's 0. All right. And now we move over to my mill on the plate. Let's go back. That's where we're at right here. A little bit of gizzy goo. And let's do this again. Okay. Let's put a drill bit in there. stop that one. Okay, let's go to. I didn't go all the way through with them just yet. I'm gonna probably. I got to double check. I don't have a lot of room underneath here. I made a mistake. I should have brought it up more, but anyway, I'm going to start drawing them for now, and then I'll just measure, off camera how much deeper I got to go. I just wanted to start it and show a little bit of it. So I will bring you right back. Let me get the other holes drilled here and bring you right back. I'll bring the plate up. So I'll show you what I got to do on the motor. Stay tuned. Okay, and there's the holes all done. Now, you know what? People are probably going to ask me, why I didn't, face this off or make it square. But I'm going to do a lot more cutting out of this. Basically, all I'm really going to be using is a little bit. And what I'm thinking about doing is seeing if I can put this on my lathe or thinking of a way. I don't want to, I'm trying to save the circle. Basically, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Go over here to the, so here's my dilemma. Bring it over here. More projects. This is like a little Arctic cat or something. It seems like it runs fine, but it's a neighbor's. Anyway, so if I bring it down here, or even, I can even bring it up this way. Let's scoot this up a little bit if I can. All right. So basically, this is one of those motors off of a. I'm pretty sure this went from was a 48 volt golf cart. I think I'm not exactly sure. Basically, it was in the trash because of this fin. So because this fin was broken, which I don't think it's really going to affect anything, it's a little crack right there. I mean, again, I don't know if it's going to affect anything. I'll find out. Actually, the crack looks like it goes a little bit deeper, so that may be an issue. But anyway, what I'm hoping to do is maybe put this on the lathe, make like a keyhole or something, because I don't have the splines. I guess I could try to figure out what it is and make it. It is a 10 spline. I know the little shaft for it is like 70, or I've even seen it for $50, which I guess would probably just be worth it to make it, but I don't even know if it's going to work out anyway. My other issue I have is if you look at this, the reason why I say that there's going to be not much on that plate, because if you look at this, here's the bolt holes. That's one bolt. There's the other one. Here's the other one, and here's the other one. Now, if you see, that's going up a few. I don't know. I guess let me get my see how far up that goes. All right, turn this thing on. Make sure I'm back at 0. Not even close. All right, 0 this guy out. Unless I have some third in it somewhere. That. All right, so anyway, if you look at my gauge here, so just getting a rough idea, these fins are sticking up, and then that's sticking up even more, but let's see what I can see here. Roughly, let's say about a half an inch or so. And then I guess I would imagine that's probably flush with that part too. So let's say 48, then let's say half an inch. So basically, um, yeah, I'm going to be cutting all this out because I think the plate they make, or the way this attaches to, is like a round hub, and basically, I'm just trying to make a plate so that I can try to use this motor with that. So basically, I'm going to be cutting out everywhere except this, on that piece of wood, on that piece of steel I have. So I'm going to cut all this out, and I'm actually trying to think, unless, what if I use spacers? If I make up spacers or something, and then just cut out the center. My idea was to put like a bearing in the center or something to let it ride on. Like I said, it's not much, but you can hear that little bit is just enough. Hmm. Let me see. Yeah, I did have a bearing. Let me see if I can find that real quick. It's the other room here. There it is. All right. Bring it back over here. All right. So I do have this bearing here, and if I remember correctly, I did make it where this would fit pretty much. No, wrong way. I think I turned the inside of this down on my lathe very gently to make this like a pressure fit. So my idea was, as you can see, it goes down pretty good. It can go down some more. But my idea was to make that hole in the plate the size of this bearing. So basically, like, maybe even a press fit or something else. But I figure if this is the exact size on that plate, whatever this would be, the inside of this is, well, that's 1.9 inches, the inside. But I guess I'd want the outside. So 2.38, 2.32. So if I could make this like a press fit onto that plate, basically it's only going to hold it in place. And if I could get some spacers, maybe that might just work. See, I don't have the other part of the transmission. Otherwise, I would just slice that off or do whatever I needed to do with that. But anyway, so I'm going to call this video as, and in case anybody's wondering the numbers on this, let me see what it looks like. It's, let me see if I could try to get you down there to see that, if even possible. So I think it's a, where's it at? I thought I saw 48 volts, horsepower, 2.8. Actually, it's a 36 volt motor. Okay, even better. I don't even need the 40 volts, 36 volts. All right. Now the weird thing is my electric mower, that motor is from a burnisher, and that motor is 2.5 horsepower. So it was a lot bigger, but I know DC motors are different in every way possible. But so, uh, anyway, again, this is just a start of a plate for a 36 volt motor. So it's basically just like at the mower. I got to move some things around to get the mower. I'll show you what I want to do with this, and we'll hopefully see. My biggest thing first was getting a motor. I do have another motor from a, I think it was from a, what was I thinking? A treadmill or something. Now that's like 100 volt DC motor, and I know that that's like, I think that's like 4.2 horsepower, but I think it depends on the voltage, and I don't know. Anyway, I think I'll cut this off here because I'm basically just wasting some time. But, and as far as the connections go, I'm pretty sure it's just these two and then these two make a connection, and so it. But obviously, you can't give it power until it's got some kind of a, because this thing will just move. It just needs some kind of plate to hold it solid. So I wonder if that will work. If I get longer pieces, I just don't understand. These are like, I think this is like M4 or something. Like, would you use something that small in this? M5 maybe? Like, you would have thought this thing would have used a lot more for it just bolting on 4 holes. But who knows? No. Anyway, stay tuned for part 2 when I start thinking about this a little bit and decide what I'm going to do. So, thanks for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care.